Hello. Oy. Man. Good morning. I am wrapping up my stay here. I just stayed here one night. You saw my last video. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm in Hue. H-U-E. And yesterday I talked about how me and my ex-boyfriend, that we moved out here together, or attempted to, that we broke up. And he posts videos on YouTube, and I was just curious, so I went on his channel and I figured he would probably talk about us breaking up. And I've always really enjoyed hearing his reflections on YouTube, so I didn't watch it to torture myself or anything. I was really just curious about his reflections and what he said, and nothing about what he said is what I want to talk about. Honestly, it's really just some of the comments that people left. I know that a lot of people were super respectful and kind and just generally supportive towards him, and I love that. But it's the people that judge a relationship that they know nothing about, because he would video me and put me in his videos, and I didn't really want to be in his videos, and I didn't really like it. And so I always appeared super unenthusiastic and really annoyed, because I was annoyed. I had told him, I was like, I don't really want you to film me, and he did it anyway. So it was really hard to see people saying things and judging me because they had watched his previous videos where he put video of me in there, and seeing them make judgments about me based off of the 2-second clips that they had seen of me. But obviously I'm aware that that is life, right? People support in all types of ways that they personally find supportive based on the place that they're at in life. And sometimes people want to hear, oh yeah, that person didn't seem like they were good for you. And I actually really don't think that on the outside that the goodness of it was reflected in our relationship. We got along super well. We had really similar senses of humor. We laughed a lot together. We did so many, had aligned values. And sometimes the fit is not right because of something that you can't describe or see. I don't want to get into all the psychology of it, because that's not the point of this. But yeah, it's still very hard to read those things, because obviously, because of the place I'm at in my life, there are things that I have reflected on throughout the relationship that I want to improve about myself. And it's funny, in one of his videos, he said something like, oh yeah, sometimes she can get spicy. And I mean, that's 100% true. Sometimes if I'm grumpy, you may interpret spicy in different ways. I'm never hurtful. I just am sometimes like, more grumpy, right? But he always handled that super well. And in a lot of ways, we talked about this a lot, from day one, he liked that about me. He liked the way that I would engage with his very animated, exaggerated, proddy, annoying silliness. That was like his MO. And I would kind of respond to it in a sort of eye-rolly, annoyed kind of way. And he liked that. He loved annoying me. And that's the funny part, is people view things through their own lens. And then when they make judgmental statements thinking that what they have observed and how they have observed it is reality, it's not helpful, and in some ways it harms them more than it harms anyone else to continue to perpetuate this in themselves. Certainly, we're not trying to argue that it didn't harm me, maybe just in the moment. But yeah, it was still, it was hard to read. It was hard. I wasn't trying to, torment myself or self-destruct or anything, so I kind of called it quits on looking at those, but it was just an initial curiosity. And then I was like, oh, that's not my favorite. I'm not gonna keep doing that, right? Because everything's so raw. I have to, be gentle with myself and protective of myself. And yeah, it just made me sad. And maybe part of it, why it made me sad, is because I did fight really hard to try to make the relationship work and to always try to find solutions and to do the most and best I could within my capability right now to modify things that needed modifying, etc. And even those things were amicable and mutual and really calm, I don't know, it still in a way felt too sudden and too rushed. Not that anybody wants a slow breakup, as if that's better, what's really the ideal middle ground. I don't know, maybe I'm just overwhelmed by his immediate need to part ways, and that being overwhelming for me, even though everybody knows that physical distance is the best thing after a breakup. I love him. I love him as a friend. I love him as a person. I miss him. I wish I were sharing these experiences with him. But yeah, I just wanted to share that, because whether it's comments on YouTube or comments in person, I think almost everyone has experienced this. Whether you're hearing something someone's saying about you, or somebody's saying something to you about your partner and it doesn't sit right. And there are things that outsiders can see that insiders don't see. Everybody knows this. But ultimately, people on YouTube do not know. They do not know the dynamic between us. They do not understand the dynamic between us. And yeah, I'm feeling hurt because I'm hurt. So it makes sense. But yeah, if this is happening to you, just remember that these people, they have no idea. They aren't there to really understand the relationship, especially people who barely see it, who see 10-second clips of you responding to questions with a camera in your face or whatever it is. So if you're going through something similar, if you're going through a breakup, join me on this journey. You can You can subscribe, you can comment. Yeah, sending lots of love and support your way, no matter what you're going through. If it's good, bad, something in between. I am going to wrap up my stay here. I'm going to bring my stuff downstairs. I'm going to get lunch, and then I'm gonna head to the train and hope that it's running. I have this deep-seated fear that I'm being lied to on the internet and there's not gonna be a train. I think that fear just stems from the fact that I'm now alone. So that's very scary for me, but that's okay. There's always a place to stay. There's always something, you know. It's pretty rare not to be able to find anything. So yeah, also if you're solo traveling and you are, I don't know, uncomfortable, terrified, whatever it is, like, subscribe, let's do this together. Yeah, so much love. Good luck.